How you going, people? Feeding the horses and cows this morning. Wanted to get a couple little videos knocked out. I haven't knocked out in a while. I don't know if I can still see the horses back there. Man, this damn cold's still letting you know I got this cough. So, the executive letter opener. I know it's done. I know I'll put a deadline on it, but I still probably have 20 or so left. So, no more money. Quite a few people sent more money for those people that didn't send money. And so I had some extra money. And those people that sent extra money, I want you to know some of it went to good use because I was at the post office. And anyway, I'll get a post office story in a sec. Let me get the letter opener. If you want one, just email me your address and the subject line, put letter opener giveaway. So I know that's what it is because I get all this spam and I just start deleting. So in the subject line, put letter opener giveaway and just give me your address. Don't send any money. If you already got one and you sent extra money and you want two, like I said, I think I have about 20 or 25 left. And I've got all the shipping, some of the extra money that people sent. I mean, it was really nice. Some people sent me money and didn't even want a letter opener. So that was really nice of you. And so some of you people that sent it, so I'm at the post office and I'm mailing all these things. And the post office lady kind of got to know me because I was there mailing these every day, and I'd go in with a stack and people be in line. I'd be like, go ahead and take them, and I'd stand there. And so she kind of got to know. She was like, man, you make this really difficult, because the people that sent me the sticker with their address, man, it made it so easy. I'd go to my mailbox, I'd open it up, I'd pull the sticker, I kept those envelopes in the car, I'd stick it on there, and I'd go mail it. And then the ones that I had to write it down, well, that's okay. I had to borrow a pen, and then I started keeping a pen in my car so I could write it. So I'm at the post office, and of course, you know, you got these quota female hires that, you know, they got to hire them. So she's behind the counter just being a normal, rude kind of, you know, why are you making me work? I'm getting paid to be here by the government, but I really don't want to work. So I'm sitting there, and I'm doing this every day, and she's complaining because some people put the wrong zip code. Some people wrote out the sticker, and they couldn't read it. Some people, one guy used a priority A sticker. He got one from the post office, said priority mail, and he wrote his address on that and sent it to me. And so when I stuck it on there, she goes, you know it's going to cost more because it says priority. I go, well, can't I just rip the priority off? No, you have to take the whole tag off and rewrite it. So then I had to tear up an envelope and change that one. I was like, Jesus Christ, freaking post office. Anything the government gets involved, they're going to screw it up. So I'm there, and I've dealt with her a few days, so I kind of already know her rudeness. So I kind of go in there with kind of a blinders on, like, hey, how you doing? I just want to mail these. Let's make this simple here. You know. So by the end, I got it down pretty much to where I kind of figured it out. So anyway, I'm there, and this guy comes in, and I say, I don't mean kid in a derogatory way. When you get really old, you tend to see young guys as kids. So this kid comes in, and I'm saying he's 20, anywhere from 24 to 28, 29. And I mean, most people are like, God, I'm 25, because I remember when I was 21 in the military, staff sergeant, had all these people working for me, people be like, you're a kid, you're 21. I'm like, I'm in charge of a squad, I'm in charge of this, 44 man, you know, so whatever. So it's not derogatory when I say that, but this young guy comes in his 20s, and he's got jeans and a leather vest on, because he's on a motorcycle, and he looks, not being mean, he just looks like he rode hard. I mean, he's just, his clothes was kind of dirty. He looked like he had been on a road for a long time. He didn't look like a motorcycle thug, but he had a leather jacket on. It said Desert Storm Vet. It had the American flag. It said Iraq Vet, I think, on the back. Prisoner of war. So I mean, he was a vet. I just knew by looking at him, by his things on his patch. I was like, this kid's a vet. And he just didn't look like he was like having the greatest day. And he was kind of like, didn't want to spend the money, and he was asking questions in front while she was doing mine. He was like, you know, I need a P.O. box because I'm staying in this trailer camp over here, and they won't get my mail, and I really need this mail because I just moved here, and, you know, I'm trying to get, and I could tell the guy, I don't want to say he was slow because he wasn't slow. He was just a nice, simple guy who was like in there trying to get a P.O. box, who had never dealt with the post office trying to get a P.O. box. And the first time I got a P.O. box, it was a pain in the butt. You got this form, you got to do this, your return address, you got to sign it, you got to have a picture ID. So they have 10,000 rules, and this guy doesn't know them, so he's asking questions. And of course, the rude quota hire behind there who has to work now is like, here's the form, fill this out, there's the prices, you know, $90 for a year, whatever, do you want to pay month by month? And she goes, fill out the paperwork and I'll get to you. So then she goes back because she's pissed off because she's got to mail all my stinking letter openers. And when she goes, who are you mailing these to? And I go, it's just some, it's a YouTube giveaway. I told some people I'd mail them a letter opener. All this for a letter opener? And I was like, shut up, you stupid government employee. Anyway, so she's still being just what I call a rude piece of shit employee, no empathy, just treating this guy like he's fucking idiot because he's asking questions he doesn't know. So he's scratching his head and he's doing the paperwork and he's asking a couple questions and he filled out the wrong form. She goes, you don't need to fill that out. After he filled it out and spelled stuff, she goes, you don't need to fill that out. She tore it up. And he just kind of stood there like, you just gave me all these forms. She goes, that's if you want the large extra spell. I don't know. She was just giving the guy a hard time. I felt sorry for the guy. So when he pulls out his money to pay, I was going to say add it to my bill. But the one time the freaking quota hire government employee was doing her freaking job fast, she snagged his freaking card, ran it before I could say I'll pay for it. So I had a bunch of $5 bills and stuff that I got from the letter openers that people have sent me, and those were in my pocket. And I was like, so he filled out, he paid, he got it, and he was like, you know, when people mail me this, do they just put this address here, or do they put the P? She goes, just the P.O. box. It says right there in the form. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, lady, he's never had a freaking P.O. box. Quit being a freaking bitch. So anyway, I didn't say that. But anyway, so before the guy leaves, I reach in my pocket, and he had already paid on his card. And I could tell he was kind of down on his luck, or that was a lot of money to pay. So I go, look, dude, I counted out the money before he was even doing it, and I had it folded up. So before he left, I was going to meet him in the parking lot if I left before him. Well, of course, the quota hire, when it came to me, she was la, 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 can't read, typing, doing this. So I was there long after he left. So before he left, the people that gave me extra money, I said, hey, dude, here's the money for your P.O. box. So let me buy your P.O. box for you. Oh, I forgot to tell you. So while we're talking, there's 4 or 5 people in line. I don't know how he picked me out. I didn't have any, you know, Milan LeBay, 3% are coming to. I didn't have any identifying information on me. But as he walks in, he kind of evaluates people and he goes, hey, is that your truck in the parking lot with 3% on it? And I go, it sure is. And he goes, oh man, I kind of figured. And I go, well, cool. I said, you a vet, ain't you? And he goes, yeah. I said, cool. I shook his hand, said I'm retired Air Force. So anyway, that kind of happened in the spring. So before he left, I had the money to pay for his P.O. box, and he had already paid for it. So when he left, I go, hey man, I said, here's some cash. I said, I'll buy your P.O. box. I said, don't worry about it. I said, it's on me. And I thought the guy was going to cry. And he goes, man, I don't know what to say. And I could tell it really, he needed the money. So the people that gave me extra money, your money went to a good cause. So I thought that was kind of cool. So anyway, send me your address for a letter opener if you want one. I'll pay the shipping, no big deal. I got 20 left. If you wanted one, and I put those rules in there before about making a comment, and there's a debt, because I didn't want a bunch of liberal drive-bys coming by saying, I'll just take free shit from him and I'll make him mail it. So I kind of put all those rules in there, and I know some people are like, I missed the rules and you were playing by the rules. So there's no rules. If you wanted one, you saw the video, you want one now, you want a second one, send me your address. Until they're gone, I got, like I said, 20, 25 or so. Until they're gone, I'll send everybody out, and then once they're out, I'll reply to your email and say, man, I ran out, okay? So until they're gone, send me your address on my email. And you need to find my email. I'm not going to give it to you. If you don't want to put the time in to find it, then you don't get it. So anyway, horse is still eating. That's the deal with the knife. And now I'm going to do a video on Ruby Ridge. And Buddy's like, dude, what's going on over there? Hi, Buddy. He's like, dude, we're eating our hay. Don't bother us. All right, we'll end it there.